What's up, my fellow Benchwarmers? Welcome back to another episode of Bench Time. I'm Ben. This is Tyler.
And welcome back to another greatness of football. Another conversation of what is football and what was football in this past week of a Thanksgiving break that we took from last week. But we're still going to dive in a little bit of the games.
Oh, damn right we
Um,
will.
It's a
Damn
good
right.
Thanksgiving, though.
It was. It
Yeah.
was. How was your Thanksgiving? You have
It
a
was
good one?
good. Lots of naps,
Oh,
lots of food,
I
of
mean,
course.
if you're not taking naps on Thanksgiving, you're not doing Thanksgiving right.
And I perfectly timed my nap for the Giants and the Cowboys because boy was that a snooze.
Oh, yeah, that was probably the worst game that could have been put up for the middle of the day.
They did not cook with that one, but it was right after a climax of the Lions and the Bears. The Matt Eberflus terrible coach showing,
Yeah, that
and the
was.
Lions holding on. Whoa,
We got a rogue one.
we got a lion here.
Yeah, he wants to get in on the conversation
Yeah,
about
seriously.
Eberflus. Man, that was probably one of the most pitiful 25 seconds left in the game I've ever seen, like, cooked up. I don't care if it's a rookie quarterback or not. Dude, what are you doing?
I know.
You have a timeout. I mean, get to the line, run another play, use the timeout. Use the timeout now and run to the line and spite, just do
Do you
something.
think deep down, like halfway at halftime, Eberflus was like, you know what,
Mm.
I'm done.
He just gave up on the team.
Just get me out of here.
Vontae Davis situation. He's like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
retire at halftime.
He's like, they're gonna fire me anyways. Maybe I'm gonna do some dumb
Yeah.
shit like not call a timeout.
He said, "You want to see my name in the news?"
Multiple opportunities to get a field goal, tie the game up, or to get a touchdown, and you just blew it. And it's all the coach.
Mm.
The only timeout you did call, Caleb Williams got pissed off because he saw something good. And Eberflus was like, this isn't good. This isn't good. He probably...
Yeah, man. You got a call from Vegas at halftime. Was like, yeah, just want to let you know, Lions have lost the last 7 Thanksgiving games in a row. It's not going to be this time. And by the way, your job's out the door as well. So enjoy. So that was a very exciting first game to start with. It would have been better to fill up that Giants and Cowboys slot, but we got to see Drew Lock do
nothing.
Drew Lock things, I guess.
It was Drew unlocked, but
it was Drew can't find the keys to the car.
Yeah,
dude, it was bad.
Can't find the keys to the locker room anymore.
And then the beautiful Dolphins walked into the frozen tundra on a perfect football night in Green Bay.
Good snow. Glad we've had 2 weeks of snow in a row. Dude.
It's the fact it's starting this early just tells me it's going to get either worse or it's going to get worse.
It's no in between.
No, it's going to be bad.
There's not even an in between. It's just going to keep going well.
And the fact we're being blessed with games that are outdoors, and it's nice to see that football is being played in the weather and the elements as it should be.
Yeah.
Packers dominate. Just all around performance. The Toyotathon is here, and Jordan Love's reign of terror has started.
Yes.
He is over almost 700 yards and 5 touchdowns, no interceptions during the Toyotathon event so far. Last year he had 19-1 touchdowns to interceptions in the Toyotathon event.
Yeah.
I mean, we could say it is the Toyotathon. You could say he faked you out.
Dang.
He dived right through this.
He did a little scratch too.
You're gonna see definitely get a little zoom in on the camera for that one. But yeah, good overall game. Take on the Lions this Thursday. Video may or may not be out by then. Just know that I'm scared. Other than that, we had a Black Friday game.
Yes, moving on. A Black Friday game. I haven't been alive. Well, maybe I have for Chiefs Thanksgiving game. I think it's been since like the 90s, so maybe not.
Yeah, we need a fact check on that one because
maybe early 2000s. Hey, can we get a fact check?
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're looking it up for us. We'll return it in the episode.
Tommy
Seguara.
Thank you. I really.
Man, his job declined if he's doing fucking.
Any Tom Segura's out there, just
Let's show a photo right here. This is Tom Segura. If anyone didn't know, the comedian sucks. He's not funny at all. Like, this is one of the worst
yeah.
Bert Kreischer's up there with, like, those are the two probably worst
Up
comedians.
there is like down there with those two.
Ugh.
That's still a scale.
They're in the S tier of just horrible comedians.
They're on a horizontal scale. They're not going up. They're just kind of at the bottom, but just kind of sliding around.
I'm going to put them on the Z axis and just never look at them again. You got the X and the Y. I might have those backwards. But then the Z runs interdimensionally through that thing.
That kind of goes harder than the X and the Y.
Yeah, but they're getting thrown to another round that will never be rediscovered. How many kids work with the X and Y axis? A lot. How many times do we involve the Z axis?
I don't know what this dude's on right now.
Not enough. So,
anyways, yeah, Black Friday. We look like ass again.
Shocker.
Our O-line looks like ass. Mahomes looks like ass.
What?
Kelsey looked like ass.
What?
D-Hop look. He's beautiful. Never mind. He's okay. He's taking therapy apparently because of that drop. Pacheco's back. Didn't really do much besides have like a big run.
Yep.
But
happy for that.
Other than that, we are.
It's pitiful right now.
We're the same team last year with a better record, and that's worse. I feel like. It's making me more scared. I would compare us to the 2021 Steelers when they went 11-1.
It's really at that point, and it's kind of like, but I can't do that because it's still Mahomes. Like, I get it was Big Ben. Big Ben won 2 Super Bowls, lost 1. But it's Mahomes. I can't think like that yet. I mean, I can't be like, oh, this is a phony ass team. I just can't do that yet with the Chiefs. No matter where they're at.
I'm not saying they're phony. I'm just saying we look like ass.
Yeah, and that's.
We look like ass right now.
I mean,
but this could be on purpose. I mean, same thing as last year. We could be just looking like ass all season, and the playoffs we turn up. I mean, probably all part of a plan.
That's what you need to do. I mean, that's the key to success is to get hot around this time. Week 14, 15, 16. Roll it on then.
Yeah.
Is he getting crazy?
Yeah, in my peripheral, I see him he's just straight up tweaking.
Oh
no. Just. Oh. All right. So yeah, we still won 19-17, but we gotta get our shit together. Even Mahomes and Kelsey were pissed after the game, so that's a good and a bad sign.
Yeah, and for it to be a Black Friday game and the Raiders were playing did scare me. It was like, are they gonna try to do something for Black Friday and the Raiders all dressed? If it was in Vegas and they were all dressed in black, I would be just terrified. I feel like.
Yeah,
but Chiefs get saved once again.
Steelers, Bengals, high scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
Highest scoring game I think ever between them. Is that what I heard?
I think
fact check.
Todd Segura, his brother's here actually in the studio now with us. Tom had to go shoot another shitty movie. So the Bengals once again scored over 30 points and lost. God, man, the Bengals probably one of the best offensive seasons by a quarterback and receiver that will be wasted.
Yeah,
it's bad.
I mean, honestly, it's fine for me. I don't care.
Yeah,
they've had this coming, talking all that shit for years.
An NFC fan would be like, like, dang, that sucks. But you're like, thank God.
It all started when you guys didn't draft Penei Sewell.
Yeah. But then you wouldn't have the Triple Crown winner that doesn't play defense and can't help you out at all on defense. But, hey.
Yeah, it's tough, but
it's tragic.
I don't know. I feel like in the long run, their O-line still is not getting help. And I think if they had Penei Sewell from the start, it'd be a lot different.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Let's do Eagles and the Ravens. Ravens are up 9-0.
It was a real snoozer to start.
Yeah.
9-0. Nobody wants to watch that. I wanted to see each one of these running backs go for 200 plus and combine for 5 total touchdowns.
What? And Justin Tucker missed 7 field goals. Not actually.
It was like
Felt
9,
like it.
but it.
Yeah, Lamar looked pretty good. Jalen Hurts looked pretty good. I mean, everyone looked good. It's just
Yeah,
the Eagles just turned up there after that first
they
quarter.
did. They did.
And then the Ravens kind of flattened out at the end.
Yeah.
Moving on, the Bills absolutely plummeted the 49ers. Josh Allen threw a touchdown, caught a touchdown, ran for a touchdown, kicked for a touchdown, fumbled touchdown recovery. He had a pick six.
He's sacked himself in the end zone
Yeah.
and scored.
He got a safety.
First ever 4 points scored in a single game.
He kicked it for the field goal, but blocked it also. Can you imagine just turning around real quick? All right.
That's ridiculous. That he had a good game. I mean,
Yeah.
first one ever to have a receiving, rushing, and passing touchdown in a game. I think it's really odd that he doesn't get a reception for that. Catch, like he gets 7 yards or whatever it was, but
Right, but not the reception.
like you gained 7 yards, but you didn't catch anything. So
Can you imagine you needed to win your fantasy game to make the playoffs and you lost by 1? I'm very familiar with that happening, but it's because of that not being counted.
Yeah.
I'd be emailing ESPN games
or
whoever it is real quick. So my question is, what also bothers me is everyone saying Josh Allen MVP, but I get their team is really good and it's because of Josh Allen. So I'm not saying he shouldn't be an MVP, but I think we also need to talk about Lamar Jackson, who's got like 27 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, up there in yards, rushing, and he's also like second in the league throwing yards.
Yeah.
That's MVP play right there. But the record's not as good, so no one's talking about it. But another thing, it should definitely be Saquon right now. But that doesn't go to a running back.
Mm-mm.
So what the hell is an MVP?
I think you could even argue that.
Is it the best contributor to the team? Because that's what the award should be. Because then it's Josh Allen.
That's true. I mean, most valuable player, it should just come down to, like, if this team did not have this player, they would be worthless. But in a sense, then that almost, you could even make a case for Joe Burrow, because it's like that team would be literally the worst team in the league without Joe Burrow. But it sucks because he's 4-7, 4-8, so it's not like it matters for him anymore.
Right, and he could be in the case too. He's leading the league in yards.
He's got the yards, the touchdown passes. He's only got 3 or 4 picks. I mean, he's playing his best year ever.
Yeah.
But
isn't there some MVPs that's the MVP and have lost the Super Bowl? Like what happened to the MVP being? That has happened, right? I'm pretty sure.
When you get the MVP and you lose in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh
Hasn't
yeah.
that happened?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's happened.
It seems like that doesn't happen anymore. It seems like you're only an MVP if you're on a winning team. Like I get it. I understand. That's what a player does to contribute to winning for the team. But just we need to change the word. We need to change who's eligible for it. There should be a quarterback MVP, best contributed player, something, because
right, and
it's
then
so annoying every year when you know there should be a player that should be the MVP, but they don't win it because it's supposed to go to a quarterback, and then the quarterback it only goes to someone with the best winning percentage.
right. Now, say in the case of an offensive player of the year, do you give that to Do you give that to Saquon or do you give that to Jamar Chase if he gets that triple crown?
Offensive player of the
Just an
year?
offensive player of the year. Do you have to be on a good team for that award to
No, I mean I would give it to Jamar Chase.
if he yeah, I would
Or I mean, yes, that's a
Saquon
tough one actually. Because
because
Saquon is probably going to hit 2,000.
and I think they're going to value Saquon just because of the record of the Eagles and
I would
what
say
he's
Saquon, yeah.
even though if Jamar Chase does get that triple crown, it would be crazy not to see him win offensive player of the year. A
He
wide
would.
receiver
No, he
getting the
would.
triple
He would
crown.
win it if he got triple crown
But
for sure.
I could see why would they would choose Saquon because it's like he is on a 9-2 Eagles
Right, yeah,
squad.
that's tough. But Cooper Cup won offensive player of the year, right? But I guess there wasn't,
Yeah,
Saquon
yeah.
doing what he's doing.
It's
It's tough. This is tough.
It is. It really is. That's a good
I
one.
think there needs to be a name change or something.
Yeah. Let us know down in the comments. Offensive player of the year. Do you think it's Saquon or do you think it's Jamar Chase? And then also let us know what you think we can do as the NFL to fix the MVP award.
Yes.
How can we change this to make it fit better for a certain demographic? Because it's like it's only a quarterback award at this point.
Yeah, every year. Last one was like Adrian Peterson.
I mean, Derrick Henry could rush for 2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns, and they'll still be like, man,
It should
quarterback.
have been CMC last year,
I think it should have been.
and everyone knows this.
It was a really down year for quarterbacks, and I know Lamar played good, but not good enough to justify that.
No.
I mean,
Now he's playing good enough to justify it. But last year, no.
CMC was like Alshon Jenti, like touchdown odds every week. It was
Yes.
like he's going to score touchdowns. Like, what's going on
So
here?
if CMC threw like a couple passes a game, then would it go?
Oh yeah, he would be there. He would be
So
there.
another question is Rookie of the Year. Bo Nix. Brock Bowers.
Oh, see the Brock Bowers
Jaden
one
Daniels.
shocked me there. I totally never thought of him being up there, but he is leading the league with receptions right now.
And
at
he's like
94.
fourth in yards. The only thing, not a lot of touchdowns. I think he's got like 4. But the Raiders are terrible.
What's his yards at? You said? You think?
I think it's like 800 something.
God, man, for him to go,
I think it's 880.
if he goes over 1,000,
884.
man, it's hard to justify it, but I would love to see Brock Bowers win the Rookie of the Year award. But
Probably not though, because the Raiders are terrible.
yeah,
Justifies.
and that's another thing. It's like, well,
So
is that
annoying.
team good?
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate. But
Maybe it should be MVT, most valuable All right, moving on.
Teapot member.
Teapot member. All right.
So now we got the good old Benchwarmer of the week.
We were a little biased last time, but
So we
we've
did
turned
our
it
best. We did our best.
Yeah.
And
I think I did good here.
And I think we both have 2 good ones. We definitely focused on trying to just find someone out of the ordinary that stepped up this week.
Definitely bench warmer. And mine is Tarheeb Still of the Chargers.
Thank you, Tarheeb.
That dude balled out. He even had to take a drug test right after the game. Well, not right after the game, but he had to take a drug test because he had 2 interceptions. One of those was a pick six for 66 yards, and he had 3 pass deflections, which was the most for the team. Only 3 tackles, I think. But, I mean, he was a bench player. He's now the starting cornerback. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tarheeb Still as my bench warmer of the week.
That's a good one. Hey, look at you reaching deep into enemy lines.
Mary Poppins bag out here.
You said I could have gone for somebody that's not in my division, but I wanted that.
Just had to accept the dog who's on the bench.
Mm.
Just keeping it warm.
Just keeping that bench warm.
It's cold.
Man, them cheeks keeping it warm. Shout out the cheeks. My bench warmer of the week is Chris Rodriguez Jr. with the Commanders, who put on a whomping this weekend, beating the Tennessee Titans 42-19. Chris Rodriguez Jr. had 13 carries for 94 yards, coming out to over 7 yards a carry, 7.2. and a touchdown. So shout out Chris Rodriguez, backup running back, walking in there.
Stepping up for Eckler.
Yeah.
What a dog.
Yeah. Man, that running back group there in Washington's, they're
It's
mean.
sneaky. Remember when we thought it was it with J.D. McKissick and Antonio Gibson?
Yeah,
They thought they had they had the next Christian McCaffrey,
we thought,
and
man.
then they had who is now Austin Eckler at their team.
Right, yeah.
Dude, we're set up over here.
And then they were like, let's just form Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Eckler, and let's get rid of Antonio Gibson because we don't need that on the team anymore.
And he's on the Patriots, and J.D. McKissick is nowhere to be found.
No, yeah, I think he's a politician now, from what I've heard. We need a fact check on that one, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
So that'll be the bench warmers of the week. Yeah, we got a couple good ones. So shout out us and shout out these guys.
Shout out us. All right, moving on. We've got.
Uh-oh.
It might get devious up there. All right, we've got week 14 on the way.
On the way. It's already week 14. Somebody tell them to hit the brake pedal because it's getting tiresome. Every week I go, what's going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That could have got dangerous.
Yes, week 14.
Yeah. So our record going into week 14, I am 35-32 on predictions and 11-9 on the split.
I
You are,
am,
of course, 9-11 on the split. What? What?
Conspiracy theorists are going to love this one.
And then 33-34 on the
Overall, yeah.
overall for you as well.
Yeah. Man, 9/11 being the split. That's a tough one. Okay, anyway, moving on. Week 14. Another just absolute gorgeous slate going on here. We got Carolina going to Philly.
Yeah.
Philly is a 12-point favorite in this one.
That's a lot.
That's gross to some people. Not to me, though. Give me Philadelphia, -12.
Yeah, I think the Panthers have looked good the last couple of weeks. I'm going to take the Panthers +12. I just
feel it. Yeah. I mean, Carolina's been covering, so I don't blame you there.
Yeah. So.
All right. We got the Raiders going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a 6.5-point favorite in this one. I will
battle
also.
Of the Pirates.
It is a pirate battle.
It's a pirate battle.
Wow.
What do you even think about that?
That's crazy. Yeah, give me the ones that aren't. Oh, that was gonna get that. Never mind. Give me the Buccaneers here at home. Just barely snuck away with one against the Panthers, but I think they'll get it right here. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders +6.5. I think last week playing us, they got pissed off. I don't know.
I think Aiden O'Connell's found himself a little rhythm with Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers.
Yeah,
so
a little rhythm. I think the Bucks haven't looked good the last couple weeks. Baker's beat up, I think.
Yeah, he did take a couple shots. They're tied right now for first in their division with the Falcons, so they're fighting.
But we all know how the AFC South goes.
It's nasty.
No one's in the lead until the last week.
No. Panthers could win the division. They're not mathematically gone yet.
Yeah, no,
it's disgusting. I would not trust those odds.
Now that you just said that, dude,
I'm gonna have to put some money on the Panthers to win the division. No,
a little sprinkle.
No, never, no. No, that's a sin right there. You need to wash away your sins with that one.
So yeah, I'll be taking the Raiders +6.5. Moving on. The Falcons go on to play the Vikings in their house, U.S. Bank Stadium.
Guess who returns? Mr. Kirko Chains.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what he's going to do?
That trap.
He's going to
steal that trap.
He's going to walk in your trap and take over your trap. And unfortunately, that's just how the Falcons have lost a couple games. They've looked like Dookie water mixed with crud.
Dookie water mixed with crud.
Yeah.
That's what your parents told you when they say go play in dirt when you
Yeah.
were like 7. That's what we did. That's not what I did.
No, no, no. That's what you
That's
did.
what you did. All right.
So we're both on the Atlanta here plus 5.5. Regardless if they don't win this game, I think they cover that.
I even
So
like a 3.5. Like
that's
that's
what I
what
was
the
thinking.
spread sounds like it should be.
I agree with that. I think
5.5 is generous.
if Minnesota finds some poor way to win again, it's going to be by just a couple points.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. The Jets go on to Miami Dolphins, and the Dolphins are favored by 6.
In Miami, back home after a rough winter storm. Yeah, Jets are done. Jets are done.
They're out of here.
Aaron will be playing for a new team next year. Devontae is going to be upset because he's going to wonder, dang, where are you going to go, Aaron? I got to follow you again. Randall Cobb will come back for some reason. It's going to get wild again. I don't know where he's going to go, but if he ends up on the Vikings, please just find me in the street and shake my hand and say, "You told me so."
You told me so. All right.
For that, give me the the Dolphins
Way
-6.
too much time on the Jets. All right.
Always.
The Browns and the Steelers play each other again after 2 weeks.
Yep.
Steelers are 6.5 favorites at home.
And you know what?
They're gonna win 6.5 at
I'll
home.
I'll take probably exactly what I took 2 weeks ago, and I will take the Steelers again.
Yes, and we will win this time.
This time,
This time.
not last time.
Keyword. This time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a big game right there. You got New Orleans going to New York, playing in MetLife to face the Giants and Drew Lock.
Mm.
The Giants +5 here. It looks tempting. No, it's not. Give me the Saints.
Saints -5.
Yeah,
Possible lock of the week.
it could get crazy out here, folks.
Lock of the week. I'm gonna say.
I think we can do that. That's going to be the lock of the week right there. Welcome back, lock of the week.
Welcome back, lock.
That one's for you, Tom, right there. Lock of the week is your Saints
Lock
to
of the
win by
week
5.
against Drew Lock. Sorry.
Lock it in.
All right. The Jaguars go on to play the Tennessee Titans at their house, and the Titans are favored -3.5. A battle of ass again. It's gonna be a low-scoring affair, I think.
And I assume that Trevor Lawrence will not be able to get past protocol for this game. So Mac Jones, they're probably going to run the ball a lot. They're running the ball pretty well against the Texans in that game, but Texans look kind of booky too. So for that reason, Will Levis gets another win under his belt this season.
Yeah, -3.5. Bang.
All right. Now we got Seattle and Arizona. Another game that is popping up again. And you know what? I'll do the same thing again. Give me Arizona.
Yeah. At home this time, Arizona -2.5. Easy.
I mean, they couldn't get anything going. They lost 16-6 last time. I mean,
Brutal.
they figure it out. They figure it out.
They're not gonna lose again.
Buffalo and the Rams playing in LA. This is a pretty fun little game here. The Rams are 4.5-point underdogs. Doesn't matter. Give me the Bills. 4.5. Josh Allen is doing what he needs to do for the Bills this season. So
I'm going to take the Bills -4.5, but deep down, I really want to take the Rams +4.5, and that's only in spite. But
shout out all the spite bettors out there.
the Rams are a good team too, and I really do think they're going to put a close fight. So just don't even listen to me on this one. But
all right.
yeah.
So now we got Chicago, San Francisco. San Francisco's looked rough. Chicago's looked rough. San Francisco's going to be a 4-point favorite in this one. Give me Chicago. Give me Chicago here. They're keeping it close in these games, and that's all I could say for that.
I'm going to take the 49ers. I think their season's not quite over, and this is the week to get it together. I thought last week was the week. It's this week. If not this week, then they're done for sure.
Yeah.
If you lose to a non-offensive coordinator and no coach team against Kyle Shanahan and those boys, you're done. It's
You're
it for
done.
this season. You can't get out-dueled. It's not even about the team. Both teams are good on paper. It's really just a battle of the coaches at that point.
Yeah.
Because they're both pretty bad teams, but good on paper.
Yeah, they both should be good, but they've just been either clustered with injuries or poor coaching at this point.
Yeah.
So
it'll be a chess match. 4 is good, but I just think this could even be a push.
it could be.
Like 24-20 discussing this.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
23-19.
Yeah, I like that one.
Ugh.
That'd be a disgusting game, and it would totally make sense. So,
Yeah.
finish it off here. We got actually not to finish it off here. We have Sunday Night Football. We did not put Monday Night Football here, but we will cover it real quick after that.
So Sunday Night Football, the Chargers go to our house at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored -4. I'm going to take them every week favored. This is the week we get it together. Mahomes was pissed. Kelsey was pissed. Everyone's pissed. Every week we've been saying we're going to get it together. But a good old divisional matchup. That's how you do it right there. -4. Hammer it.
I like it. Anytime this spread is lower than 5 or 6 or 7 and about, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Chiefs. So that's going to be Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football, we got live pick reaction here.
Live pick reaction.
Cincinnati goes to Dallas to play the Cowboys.
Okay.
The Cowboys
Give me the Bengals.
are 5.5-point underdogs.
Yeah, give me the Bengals.
So we'll both take the Bengals -5.5.
I didn't need to hear what the spread was. Give me the Bengals.
So that'll wrap up Monday Night Football. Yeah,
It's
the
a
Bengals,
battle of ass defenses too.
two teams that you think that would be fighting for a playoff spot, and I assume that's what the schedule makers thought.
That's the
at this
game that
point.
got unflexed or flexed out.
You know what they need to do? They need to just get rid of both the teams for the rest of the season.
Wait, no, it's not.
Just don't even play it.
I don't even know. Yeah, get rid of both of them.
Just don't even play the game. Just have them play Madden instead.
Yeah, that is going to be a battle of offense. Who's going to score the most, and it's definitely going to be the Bengals.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, -5.5. We'll take that.
Yep.
For sure.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, that will wrap up Week 14. Thanks for joining us for another episode of
Thank
Bench
you.
Time.
Like,
subscribe.
Hit the good old comment. Comment FU.
Yeah.
Say
FUN. F is for friends who do stuff together, and U is for uranium bombs. N is for no survivors.
Okay. Broke up real serious.
The plankton version's good.
All right.
Anyway, follow us. Follow us on all. Follow us on all socials: TikTok, Instagram, X, and of course the YouTube,
LinkedIn,
Reddit, MySpace, AOL,
Facebook,
send us a fax,
Gmail. We're not gonna tell you it though, but you just start spamming a bunch of time related stuff, and then eventually you'll get there.
I'm sure you'd figure out the email at a certain point. But anyway, thank you for joining us again, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you.